Good morning, good lunch, good evening, everything. I haven't vlogged with you today. I was going to this morning and I woke up and I had so much pain both in my joints and my head, and I just didn't feel like it. So I took my pills, and as usually when I take my pills I usually try to sit down and do something. Either I get sucked into the Facebook void. It has been the Tumblr void before, but Facebook void. But today, when I woke up, the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery had given out their new sampler, this last part of the store time sampler, which was the Mystery Stitch for 2015. So I downloaded it to my iPad and then I sat down and stitched. And then I just stitched and stitched and stitched. Took a little break around 2 to go get mail. Got back, stitched a little bit. Around 4 I took another bout of painkillers, and around like 6 I actually made a card. But otherwise I just stitched. And I did get something done because I actually finished the Storytime sampler. It isn't ironed. I am going to make a full FFO anytime soon. I think I'm going to look into what I have for fabrics and stuff to back it with. Might need to dye some. Maybe. But yeah, here it is. Here's the Storytime sampler. So this is the first row that I already done. I think I showed you most of these boxes. But the finishing box were a little scrooged down here. So this is how it turned out in the end. The only changes at all in this is that I added some metallics for where things could be metallic. Like I have a little bit of metallics in this little band, which I kind of figured were gold. I think I have some metallics on the hook here. On this little piece, the door handle, stuff like that. It's not pure metallics. It's one strand metallic and one strand of the corresponding color that was supposed to be there. So that is how I did it. I really like the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I'm not as fond in this. And I've been thinking about this a lot, why I don't like it. One of the reasons is that I feel that the fabric doesn't go together with the colors. And I've actually recently kind of discovered this with a lot of the standard fabrics, because I have a few kits that I got the kit with the materials to do, which was I think the Santa one, this one, and I also have the Once Upon a Time sampler. I can't even speak right now, sorry. Doesn't really work all the time, but yeah. And all of those fabrics have a little bit, the threads go together pretty good, but the fabrics and the threads, they aren't made in heaven. They are not made for each other, I feel. So I am now on going to dye my own fabric for it. Not so much, I could just buy other kinds of fabrics from other dyers, but I kind of like playing around. Yesterday I made a brown by mixing my purple and my yellow dye, and it was the best brown of them all I tried. I have a bunch of fabric there that is going to be nicely pressed and everything, and then they are actually going up in the store. It is, I think, 5 different shades of brown. One of them is actually double dyed, so what you do is you first scrunch it up and put it in one dye bath, and then you scrunch it up and put it in a second dye bath afterwards, and then you get the kind of Then one of the things with the Picture This Plus, which I actually really like, that they usually have like one bluish color in the background and then they have kind of a grayish or something on top of it. So they have double bath the fabric. So I see if I'll do something like that with some of my fabrics. I did do it with the light brown that I have, but it kind of evened out the colors. It isn't as mottled as I wanted it to be. It's still going up in the store in a couple of days when I have ironed it, because I have sewn the edges. I think that fabric that is over there is just pure cotton for finishing. I also have some green and red and blue of that also, so I'm gonna get those up in the store and we'll see what happened with those. But yeah, I also made a card. Here's the card I made. It's up on the blog. I put it there just because. So there you go. But right now I'm gonna head to bed, so good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. Bye!